I got a request on the last video to do Cummins among some other stuff, and Cummins is actually a company that's been on my radar for a while, so what better time to actually take a closer look at the company than with this card. Cummins designs, manufactures, distributes, and services diesel and natural gas engines, electrical and hybrid powertrains, and related components worldwide. So it's an engine company, and they actually calling their electric engines new power, and they are doing a lot of stuff on it, so it's definitely a really exciting company to look closer in. Over the last year, they're down 17.38% at the time of recording, and I think this could potentially be a pretty good time to go into the stock. Obviously, if you got in around March or May with the 190 valuation, then it would have been even better, but let's take a closer look at the different fundamentals. It has a market cap of 29.77 billion, and at the time of recording, the share price was 21416. It has a forward PE ratio of 12.05, so that's a check. I really like this to be under 20. And the average PE ratio over the last 5 years has actually been 14.54, so we are at 17% below right now. It does have revenue growth over the last 5 years, so that's a check. The profit margin isn't above the 10% I like it to be at. It's 8.9%, so it's quite close, but in order to have some consistency between the cards, then it's a negative. Net income is also growing over the last 5 years. And they are doing share buybacks. They actually decreased the number of shares outstanding by 13.8% over the last 5 years. The dividend yield is at a very healthy 2.73%. And the payout ratio is also looking quite healthy at 39.15%. The dividend growth rate is at 7.18, which is really good to see. And the dividend growth history is over the last 12 years. They did miss a dividend payout in one quarter, I think it was last year, so that kind of halted that stat in some places you'll see. But if you take a look, actually it has been growing for many years before that, so I included the whole period rather than just taking that one quarter out. So the dividends per share is increasing. Over the last 5 years, they do have free cash flow growth, and the long-term liabilities is coverable by 5 years of free cash flow, so they could do it in 3.8 years if they dedicated all of their free cash flow to it. And a quick price to free cash flow, I really like it to be under 15 to 20 depending on the growth. For this company, I'd say if it was below 17, it was really good, so it's a 12.6, so that's definitely a check. And fair value versus the free cash flow is also looking quite good. I think the verdict here is 13 out of 14, and I'm even close to putting in 13.5, but I think the profit margin is still quite okay. Compared to the free cash flow, I think it's around 10% undervalued right now. And some good stuff about it is that Cummins has remained profitable during the last recessions, and they do have quite a good pipeline for sustainable future with their hydrogen and their new powertrains. So that is definitely a huge plus in that book. So let me know down in the comments if Cummins is a company that you would like to take a closer look at, or if you have another request, leave it down below as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I really hope that you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you don't do it already. It really helps me out a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.